What's good, y'all? Daniel at Press Play Productions, and I'm back with another unboxing. Today, we're going to be doing an unboxing and a review of the Shure 535 in-ear monitor earphones. I'm going to be comparing them to the Shure SE215s that I've had for the past 10 years. I thought it was time to upgrade, so we went ahead and got these. I did already break the seal on there so I can open up the box easier and show you what's inside the box. Then I'm going to do a sound test and see what kind of differences they have between the frequencies. So let's jump right in. We'll be right back. All right, guys. So I have here the box of the Shure 535s. If you can see, the box is a little bit beat up. I went to a local guitar store here in town, and this was the last pair they had, and it was stuck inside a drawer, and they couldn't get it out. So that's why the box got a little bit beat up when they were taking it out. Like I said, I did break the seal on it already, so that we can open it a bit easier online or live or being recorded, whatever you'd like to say. What I do want to mention is this. I have the Shure SE215s here to compare them to. I've had these for about 10 years. What I did notice is off the box from both of them, this one says that the frequency response on this is from 18 hertz to, let's see, where is it? I saw it right now. From 18 hertz to 19 kilohertz. And these, when I got the box, it said that the frequency response was from 22 hertz to 17 hertz. So this one should have a little bit more low end, and it also should have a little bit more top end. So that's what I'm hoping for. But we're going to be reviewing them both and comparing them both and seeing what comes in the package and how it differs one from the other. So before I go on to this one, I'm going to go ahead and open up my 215 so we can take a look at these. These come in a nice carrying pouch. This is a soft material, very, very soft. You can fold it. But it also has this clip here. You can attach it to your backpack or attach it to your gig bag. I normally attach it either to my backpack or I attach it to my bass bag or my drumstick bag, depending on what instrument I'm playing. But it comes with this soft case. It does come in a smaller packaging box. It's about half the size of this one. Really nice packaging. Sure, always does really good packaging with their equipment. So in the box or in the pouch, what I have right now, all I have is just my in-ear headphones. Now these in-ears are originally clear. I painted them red over the years just because I got tired of them being clear. But what you may or may not be able to see is that these, the wiring for the earphones has developed some sort of corrosion on them that has turned them green. Now, I don't have any kind of disease or anything like that that caused this. This is actually caused by moisture. So if you're sweating or if you're going from a cold place to a hot place and there's condensation, all of that can factor in and can create some kind of humidity inside of the earphones or inside of the plastic shielding of the cable itself. Now, Shure does recognize this as a avid problem that they have. However, they do not cover it under warranty because it says it does not affect the earphones in any way. So you're just going to be stuck with an ugly cable. This cable turned green on me probably about maybe a year after I purchased them. So that was about 9 years ago. So I've been having them like that. I really haven't seen them turn any darker or anything more than that. It hasn't gotten any better either. There's absolutely no way to clean it. I've tried a couple of different methods and nothing seems to work. But however, I recently found out, which I should have done my research on, but I recently found out that these do have a replacement cable because you can detach them from here. And I know it must be weird that you can't see my face when I'm talking, but I only have one camera set up today. You can replace the cable itself because these tips, the tip of the earphones themselves are replaceable. So either if I break a left one or break a right one, I can have those replaced, or if I want to replace the cable, I can have that replaced. Now, the reason why I decided to upgrade is for a simple reason. I've had these for 10 years and I stepped on one of them about 4 years ago and I actually glued it back together and it seemed to work fine. They've been really, really reliable, but I just thought it's time for an upgrade. So I decided to purchase the 535s. In the packaging for these, it was just the headphones or the earphones and some different ear tips. So these are, I have the foam ones on there, but they came with some silicone ones as well. There was about 4 of them, and they came in this carrying pouch, and that's it. That's all that came in the box. Um, they've done their job for the past 10 years, so I figured let's give these a try. So let's open this box up and let's see. Like I said, I already broke the seal on it, so we can go ahead and see exactly what comes in the box. So here you'll see there was an adhesive residue here from the seal that was on there. And taking a look inside the box, this is what it looks like. So first thing I noticed right off the bat was, if I can get it out, was a different kind of case. So this case seems to be a hard plastic. This does not bend much. Just so we can have a comparison. This is a harder plastic, and I noticed there's something in here already. I don't know if it's the earphones or what's in here. Okay, so we got our silicone tips. The silicone tips are pretty cool because they're easy to clean. You just can wash them or wipe them down with a wipey or Lysol wipe, and they get clean and back to normal. These are what are called triple tip flange. These are supposed to give you a little bit more low end. However, I've always found them really uncomfortable to wear. And another feature that's really cool is that it comes with a little tool to clean the earwax. So this seems like it's kind of gross, but it's very necessary. Also, being a good hygiene people, you should not share your in-ear monitors with anyone else. This is the tool to clean the earwax out of your in-ear monitors. So it comes with these tips and these cleaning tools, and it also comes with an airplane adapter. I've actually never had to use one of these, but this is an airplane adapter. That's pretty neat or weird. It also has this, which is a 1/4 adapter to 3.5 millimeter. So if you're plugging into say maybe a small mixer or your Avion system or a what is it, the Behringer, I don't even know, Power Play 16. If you're running into one of those, you might need an adapter. So these adapters come in handy. These are very easy to find. However, they're not always easy to find in a stereo. This is a stereo one, so you see the 2 lines there. So that's a pretty cool feature to include. Now this is something super cool. I've seen a couple of other over-ear headphones, not in-ear, but over-ear headphones that include this. This is what is called a volume rocker. So this is going to be plugged into the headphones per se. I'm going to use these here just so that you can see. So I would plug this end into the volume rocker, and the volume rocker into my sound device, for example, my phone. I would plug it into that, and now I have an independent volume besides my phone volume. That way I don't have to turn to my phone. Now, this is not going to give you an additional 10, 5, 16 dB of sound. This is just the same sound. It's just the amount of how much you're letting go through to the headphones. So for example, if you have your phone on max and this is all the way max, it's not going to be double as loud. It's simply going to be the normal volume of your headphones. However, if you lower this, you can lower what's being fed or the signal that's being fed to your in-ears without having to lower the volume on your cell phone. So this is a pretty cool feature because some in-ear monitor packs don't have a volume, and because they don't have a volume, some sort of in-ear monitoring might not have a volume knob or a rotary knob on there. You can simply plug this in with the adapter into that, and now you have your own independent volume control for that. Really cool feature, really nice of them at Shure to include this in there. So we see the adapter, we see the volume rocker, the airplane adapter, and we also see the silicone tips with the cleaning tool. So that's pretty cool to come in the pouch. I really like this pouch because it is a lot tougher. The only thing I don't like about this is I just noticed it does not have a clip. This clip has been so convenient for me because, like I said, I just clip it onto my backpack, clip it onto my gig bag, and that's it. And I don't have to remember, oh my God, where did I put my in-ears, or where are they? They're easily right there and really easy access. However, this does not have that. I'm probably going to have to detach this and attach it to the actual zipper itself. I don't know if that's going to open up later. Sure, you should have considered putting another little tab like you did on this. However, the case is a lot better. It's a big step up. So let's see. Besides that, let's see what else comes in the package. So here we see this looks like the owner's manual. There was some sort of advertisement in the front for another Shure, Shure se535, which is a custom earphone sleeve. I guess it's like an advertisement for that. Then we see the owner's manual that has other papers inside. So this is going to be the owner's manual. It's going to show you all of the requirements and setup steps and cleaning steps and all that. Comes in a couple different languages. Then on here we're going to have our registration card, our warranty card, and just an addendum. This addendum is not in English, so these are the packaging that comes, or the paperwork that comes in the packaging. So we'll move that to the side as well. Continuing on inside, looks like the only thing left are going to be the in-ears. So this is kind of what the in-ears look like in the box. You see the hole that this box has right here. That's pretty funny. So this is simply indicating that it comes with, oh, it also comes with foam tips. Oh yeah, here they are. So the foam tips, it says that it comes with the medium ones in place, and it shows you kind of how to put them on and take them off. That's pretty cool. So reviewing this is the packaging. You got the in-ears here attached to this. We have another plastic on top. Oh, that easily comes off. Thought I was gonna have to pull that harder. And here we see the tips. We have foam tips in here. We have, it looks like small, medium, and large foam tips, and we also have these that are like these yellow ones. These are like more like a sponge type. I've seen those before. So let's get these out of here. So yeah, again, these are all the tips that are the foam tips. So it does come with foam tips and silicone tips. I prefer the foam tips because foam tips, the way they are is you just, see, these already have the medium ones on there. So the foam tips, you just squeeze it and you insert it into your ear, and then the foam goes expanding inside your ear, and it makes a really secure and tight seal, and it allows better sound isolation. So I like that. However, the foam tip ones, they seem to get really dirty with anything, and not just earwax. I'm talking about, you put them in your pocket, they're going to come out with lint. You, someone is around you and they're eating potato chips, you're going to end up with crumbs on them. It's just really weird. Like they do attract a lot of dirt, dust, and debris. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, these are the Shure 535s, and they are about the same length of cable, because from what I read on their website, the same cable are interchangeable for the 215s, 315s, 425s, and the 535s, and even, I don't know what the other ones are called, 846 or something like that. So the tips are interchangeable for all of them, or the cables are. When it comes to the actual earphone, it does seem about the same size. Now, I do notice that this one has like a contour body. This is just a flat body on this one. It looks like the tubing is a little bit longer. The tube is where the actual ear tip, or the foam tip, attaches to. It looks like the tubing is longer on this one. I'm assuming that's because of the different drivers. You can see the drivers on this one. You really can't see it because it's painted, but you see that there's only one driver, and here you see that there's You can see the armature driver there, or the dynamic driver there. I think they call it like high definition driver or something like that. But yeah, so you have your indicator dots, your blue and your red to indicate your right and your left. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna plug them in, test them out, see what the difference is, and see how they sound. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So my conclusion is this: I listen to them in different um, environments. I listen to them in different uh, platforms. I guess I listen to them on YouTube, listen to them on Apple Music, a couple of different tracks that I had on my laptop. And what I came to realize is that there is a lot more clarity on the 535s. So the 535 does have more of top end, so you'll have more clarity when it comes to vocals or acoustic guitars, strings, stuff like that. You will have that top end clarity. Is there more bass response? I don't think so. I do notice that it says, I mean, I did read that it says 18 hertz, and the other one says 22 hertz. However, to me, it sounds about the same. Bass response sounds about the same. It's not like they lack bass. They're not like dollar store headphones or headphones that you buy at Walmart. Those always seem to lack low end. However, these seem balanced. I don't notice the difference between the 22 hertz and the 20 and the 18 hertz. Maybe because human hearing only goes down to 20 hertz. I'm not sure. But when it comes to the mids, I noticed that the mids and the low mids are a little bit more balanced on the 535s, and I noticed that the top end is definitely more present. It's not harsh and it's not shrill. It's just more balanced, and I really like that. The 215s that I previously had before, these are with a single driver. I noticed that the sound sounds pretty balanced, but at the same time, I feel like it needed a little bit more top end. So every time I was making my own in-ear mix for stage performances, I would notice that I was EQing my overall mix with a little bit more top end and kind of doing a couple of scoops here and there. And that is because I was needing that clarity. I don't think I'm going to be doing the same kind of EQ when it comes to the 535. 535 does sound a lot cleaner, a lot clearer. Now, talk about price range. At the time of this video, I don't know what time when you're going to watch this video, but when I filmed this video, which is December of 2020, the Shure 535s are going for $399. Now, the Shure 215s right now at the time of this video are going for $89. So there's a difference from the price. There's $310 difference or $210 difference coming on this. And what I feel is it $200 better? Probably not, because I could have gotten away. I could get the same exact sound when I tweak my mix a little bit. I can get the same sound. However, to know that you can get that sound right off the bat without having to do all those EQ tweaks and EQ changes, then that's pretty cool. But one thing you're paying for is definitely the build quality. I've had some other in-ears that I've purchased on Amazon, which are the KZ AS10s, which have 5 drivers. Those sound really, really good. There's a lot of low end, a lot of mid presence. The top end is clear. I mean, they just overall sound really, really good. You don't expect them to cost $59. However, build quality isn't the best on them. They lasted me probably about 6 months. I ended up buying another pair, and those lasted me probably about a year before I lost them. And I lost them, and it was like, oh dang, I lost them. But it's not like kicking myself in the butt. Like if I lost these, I would be really upset because these cost $400. Is there a sound difference between the KZs and the Shures? Maybe they sound almost about the same. Maybe the KZ might have a little bit more low end. However, you're not getting the quality when it comes to build. And the reason why I say that is because these Shures have lasted me 10 years. I've literally, I've dropped them on the floor. I stepped on one and glued it back together, and it's completely fine, and the driver's still working 100%. I have dropped them out of my truck, and nothing happened at all. I've actually closed the car door on them, and nothing has happened at all. Several times, it's happened to where I have my in-ears placed in, and I'm done with the set, and I get up from the drums, and I forget that I don't have a wireless pack, and I forget that I'm wired in, and when I stand up, it ends up tugging me back and pulling me back, but it's never damaged the in-ears at all. So these have a really good, really high build quality. The KZs don't have that build quality. They do have good sound, but that's just like anything that you buy that's hi-fi that's going to be sweetened to make it sound better. That's kind of why you have that. Now, I did notice that the KZs do have a shorter cable. When I'm running a wireless pack and I have it packed here in the back, I don't have that freedom to be able to move completely because the cable barely reaches. That's probably because I'm kind of tall, but still, it's a shorter cable. With the Shure, I don't have that problem at all. So I'm sure that on the 535s, I'm not going to have that problem at all either. What I do like about the Shure as well is that they fit really, really well within your ear. It's kind of a flush feeling, so you don't have an actual earbud sticking out like you do with the KZs. The KZs are a little bit thicker, so it doesn't actually seal or feel flush against your ear. These you can actually put them in your ear and lay down on your pillow, put your hand on your head, and you won't be getting any kind of weird feeling or weird sensation because it's not sticking out. It will fit flush within your ear. I did notice, like I said, this one might be a tiny bit smaller than the 215, and it does have that contour, so it did feel a little bit better when it was actually in my ear. So it was a really good seal, really good fit, and really comfortable. I could wear it for a really long time. The KZs came with a couple of different tips, and those tips were okay, but at the same time, they were all silicone. They were no foam. They were all silicone, and just for some reason, I couldn't get it to insert correctly to where it felt good enough to play the whole gig. I was always having to correct it and having to fix it and having to fix it. When it came to the Shures, I would just put them in and you're good to go. What did happen to these Shures is that the tension sleeve, or the little thing that makes them tighter, actually tore on me a couple years back. So I would always have them like this. And this is a really good feature. The KZs don't include that. A lot of in-ears don't include them. But this is a really cool feature because you insert these into your ear, and then behind your head you adjust the tension on them, and that's going to keep them secure in there to where they're not going to fall out. You're not going to have to worry about putting one in, putting one out, because they're going to stay in your ears, and you're going to notice that it's a good and snug feel, a good and snug fit. So overall, guys, are the 535s, this is the box, are the 535s worth it? I think so. I really like them. They sound good. However, if you don't want to spend $400, then I don't recommend you do that. There are a couple different options out there. Actually, the 215s are not bad. A lot of people are saying the KZ sound better than the 215s. And the reason why they sound better is because they have more low end. They do have more low end, but I don't necessarily want the low end because one, if I'm playing drums, if I'm playing bass, then yes, you do want the low end, but you can EQ that into your actual mix. When it comes to overall, how do they sound straight out the box? Plugged into your phone, yes, the KZs will sound better, but again, like I'm telling you, you're running into quality control issues. You're running into those kind of things when it comes to build quality. I definitely would say the Shure is worth the money. The 215s and the 535 are worth their money. KZs are a really good backup. So if you have the money, purchase the 535s and use these as your mains, and then buy the KZs and use those as your backups. That's what I would do. But it looks like I'm going to end up having these for another good 10 years, and I'm really satisfied with that. I believe that there's a 2-year warranty on the Shure in-ear, so if there's kind of any kind of malfunction that comes straight from the manufacturer or something like that, I don't foresee them covering any kind of physical damage that you may do to them. However, if there's any kind of malfunction, they will cover that, and that's a really good feature. So yeah, all in all, my thoughts, my take, I really like the ear nears. I feel like they were a good investment, and I know that for the money, I'm getting more accessories, I'm getting better quality, I'm getting more drivers, I'm getting a better case. All in all, I think that it is a good investment. If you don't have $400 to spend on in-ears, another really good option that I would say would be the Audio-Technica E40s. Those are also dual or triple driver, and Audio-Technica just makes really good products. So I would definitely consider those, or the Shure 215, $89. It's really good. You're gonna spend $89 on these. You're gonna get a little carrying case. You're gonna get the in-ears themselves, and you're gonna get 2 years warranty on them, and they work really well. Most drummers, most musicians that are starting off into the whole wireless in-ear are going to be using 215s. Anytime you see clear in-ears like this on a musician playing at a local gig or a church or something, you're going to see they're going to be the 215s. So it's really cool to know that everyone is choosing these industry standard, I guess you could say. So that's it, guys. This is my review of the 535. I really like them. I think that they are definitely a step up from the 215. Is it night and day? Not really. I think a lot of the hype that is talked about in ears is just people trying to compensate for the fact that they dropped a lot of money on their gear. However, do I think that it's more convenient? Yes, it's more convenient not having to EQ my EQ the way I want it all the time just to get these to sound the way I want them. I like the fact that right out the box they sound really good. If you want to test the song, and I'm not sponsored by the song in any way, but if you want to test a good balance, a really good mix on a song, is Bruno Mars' 24 Karat Magic. That song has really good highs, really good lows, really good mids. It's one of the best songs I've ever heard mixed in my life. So that pretty much sounds good on anything. So I listened to that as my sound test. So if you want, review your stuff with that song, and you'll get a better idea of what it's coming from. Um, at the end of the day, guys, the decision is yours. I am simply presenting to you what I thought, and I think that the 535 were a good investment, and we're gonna see within a couple of years, see how they hold up on me. Thanks again for watching. I'm Daniel Garcia from Press Play Productions. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I have a couple of other videos on here where I'm doing some reviews, product reviews, and I'm doing I think I have a couple of instrument videos up there as well. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, share this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'll try and reply as soon as possible, or you can hit me up at my email and we can go from there. All right, thank you. Stay blessed.